Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of my Magiclysm series for CDDA. I'm Icon, and last episode we have taken our path towards this area of Bennington. I'm wearing down my equipment slowly but steadily, but that doesn't really matter that much, because we're learning magic these days. So last episode I also managed to learn my magic missile spell a bit. Today, well, we've got a couple of things that we have to take care of first. So first things first, I need a new sword, and the easiest way to do so is just to craft a new one. Yes, I could repair it. Wow. Okay, we're not taking down this thing, so we're going to deconstruct it then. So there's 4 planks now. That's enough for a 2x sword. And we're going to craft ourselves that one. And if I remember correctly, all we'll need now is a bit of scrap metal to get the job done. So let's see where we can find some. If I remember correctly, there was a car wreckage back there, which was quite good there. So yesterday there was still an iBot hanging around there. Now it's gone. Well, so we got all we need here, so let's get ourselves a new brute sword. From time to time you have to do these things. That's the problem with these weapons, but at least they're quite effective and available, so I don't want to mutter too loudly about that. So, we're very thirsty and very hungry. Let's see what I can do about that. It's also about time that I start considering where I really want to set up shop. But for now, I just don't want to. So let's eat some fresh produce here. It's providing some quench too, and it's a good thing. Do not strain out my resources here. Apple cider. Yum. Okay. So I bet that this was not an infested cellar. So we can safely drink some water from down here. Nice. Okay. So this whole city will be my oyster, so to say. Who does a window like that, ending in a wall? What's wrong with you dudes? Jeez. Weiss. Well, okay. Glad I don't have to live here. So, 22 blank. Ah, powder for bullets. Dehydrated lobster. Yum. So today I'm also more about looting more specifically and exploring a little bit more careful. So you see that there's wooden planks down there. So let's turn on the flashlight. Okay, that's one of these cellars. I know these can be really dangerous. Sometimes there's an entire army of Zeds down there, so I maybe want to do that once I have my scrap metal armor together. I haven't done that yet, because I felt like I didn't want to go scrap hunting that hard, and I didn't find time yet to get it done between the episodes. That's not that important either. As long as we're just fighting tier 1 zombies. Oh, alcohol pipes. We don't need to worry about that much, honestly. Oh. There's something we need to worry about, though. Okay. I didn't expect company death. But looks like there's still some Zed down here. So, ooh, look at that. The indoor plant has a movement penalty of 200. That's as good as it can get indoors. Some ganja. Long string. Long string is great. Headlamp. Always tempted to pick these up somehow, because I feel like they are a nice way of getting light. But then again, I feel like there's better things for your head slot. I don't know. I'm quite torn about these. Okay, let's look downstairs. So there's one bashed in thing down there. That already gives me the impression that we're not alone down there. But there's books. Not gonna go cellar diving right now, though. That was not the plan. Just wanted to check out what's inside these houses, because I really kept conquering the last couple of episodes without really checking out the plunder, so to say. This looks like a safe basement. Basements can be among the most dangerous things here in the city. That's why I take them very, very cautious. But the good thing about basements is that they got lots of water. Basically, every basement that you can successfully access has some sort of water stuff there. Vinegar. Ooh, dried foods. These will be extremely interesting later down the road. Today, I'm looking for rare stuff. Because, ooh, okay, like solar cells. Because I'm trying to end today's trip with some combat, so I don't want to be with full pack pockets here already when I start out. Hacksaw. I don't know if I have that already. Hacksaws are interesting. Ooh, sulfuric acid, because they can go through metal. They're basically the best early game tool to get through metal. Duct tape. A drive belt. Okay. Thanks. So, some thread. A radio. Okay. These are quite rare. Cement. Okay. I love plundering houses like these. It's one of my favorite things in this game. A little bit of thread. Still hoping for some big piece of loot, you know. So I should actually start checking out the kitchens too. Kitchens are always a nice slot for all manner of different tools. Nicotine liquid. And I'm also looking for magical books right now. I'm pretty sure that they are quite rare. Gold dental grills. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't look for them, huh? I mean, I once found a really nice medieval sword in just a mailbox. That's just how it can go sometimes. There's yet another house I haven't taken care of yet. I've really taken over a lot of territory in the last couple of episodes. That's really great. A hip flask. Ham radio illustrated. Bandana. So, more alcohol wipes, antiseptics, brilliant. That's the kind of stuff that you need in the long run, like always. So, let's check out the kitchens. In kitchens you can sometimes find crazy stuff like atomic coffee makers. You wonder what that is? Imagine a coffee maker, just with a mini atomic reactor inside. Until I find something like that, I'm grabbing all the medium batteries that I can get. Even after that, medium batteries are great for you. Waffle iron. I wonder if you can do something with that. Hexamine stove. Nice. Didn't I find some hexamine the other day? And a garden hose. I'm pretty sure I can use that to siphon fuel from vehicles. Why is there a pigeon down there? So it's not only a pigeon. Oh, iBot. there's the iBot. Well, I'll leave those guys with their happy basement party there. I don't really need to worry about that. They'll be fine. Okay, so neato. Let's get back into hacking down stuff. So my sword is already worn again. Sheesh. Just built that thing. Let's see if I can't fix that up. So there's a feral down the road. But if that's all we have to worry about, taking really good care about this region here, I gotta say. Boom, down. So by the way, do we have enough points for stat increase? Yes, we do. We go more intelligent though. I feel like intelligence is always one of the most appealing stats. What are you? You're a Z. So down there's a zombie dog. It's going to be quite trouble. So that charming fella, we just can't lure over here. Easy, but with the dog, I'm a little bit more concerned about the situation there, all good. Let's just take them as they come. Hop on over to the bike, my friend. This is just so good. Ooh, 9 on 12 magazine. Rehydration bar drink. Jeez. Semi-automatic MP40. Yeah, we got ourselves an Uzi, if I take that. If I see that correctly. Nice. So, MP40 submachine gun. Yeah. Rehydration drink. First aid box. Sometimes these guys have just crazy good loot. 12 gauge hunting shotgun. Yeah, so I feel like this game got some severe update towards the frequency of firearms. But I really dig that, because that means you really have some big reward these days getting yourself into cities, because you get a lot easier access to firearms than before. I mean, this also makes the gun store a little bit less interesting as it was before, but whatever. Since you still can't use guns and firearms freely just like you wanna, I feel like the balancing is not endangered here in any way. Hello there! That was a Rottweiler. Just wanted to make sure that I take down the Z that I saw. Alright, baseball field, here I come. Just wanted to finish what I started way back there, you know. And I also consider using magic more and more. Yay, make me scrap metal. Appreciate that. Okay. Come on, we can fight back here as well. You're in a slight disadvantage there, but as if I would care. Alright. So my sword is basically already done. Makarov PM. What's that? Pistol. Okay. With very, very specific bullets. I'm going to leave that here. So I'm a little bit shocked about the fact that my sword is already broken, basically. And why is there mayonnaise in the sports locker? Well, we'll never know. So let's see. So, I deal 7 damage now with my magic missiles. That's pretty decent. Failure chance is down to 21%, so... Who needs weapons when you can just cast them to death? It's pretty mana intense, though. But I figured that it's about time to start using these things. Alrighty, so... baseball field. Filled with Zeds. Great. So... let's see how bad it is if I use the Beretta here. So... jeez. It's pretty hard to hit those dudes. But at the same time, yeah. Here you see the issue. We're attracting an entire little army of enemies there. Wow. I didn't expect that zombie kids would be that hard to hit. So, brainless zombies, though, they won't follow you beyond that. So, we got our pistol reloaded. So, let's see. So I don't really deal any damage whatsoever if we're not getting a clear shot on these dudes. And since it's 2 dogs, I want to be more careful about that. Also, with all the gunfire, I must have attracted everything in the neighborhood to the spot where I was standing before. So we're just going to go into the party car. Even though my sword is a little bit worn down, to say it friendly. But I think we're just going to be fine. So... can I use magic missiles through the mesh thingy? Yes, I can. Take that! Zap! Zapperino. So... zombie dogs do have more HP than a zombie kid. That's one thing I do realize here today. I'll lose my concentration quite often there. But I mean, that's a pretty safe way of getting rid of these dudes. Mana is going low though. So, let's see. Cast, spell casting, unbound locally. Okay, so... I need to reconfigure that at some point. Okay, so there's a small army up ahead. Oh, I left my sword behind. Well, quite commotion here on the baseball field. So I really don't know how much longer I can take this before I need to recraft a new sword. Because I'm a tad bit nervous about that. But I mean, the environment here does give me everything I need. There's a butchered car for the scrap metal. And, you know, a couple of planks. Now, that's always the least of my worries. Can't wait to have a real sword, though, one day. So, yeah, there's quite a lot of dudes there. I'm pretty sure that, just as usual, it won't pay off. Like, in the long run, usually these things almost never pay off. I made the experience that if there's just an entirely wide open space and lots of Zeds, you mostly do that for the experience points. Or the loot. Depending on how your game is modded. So I got an infection on my leg. In my leg, whatever. So, not anymore. Here we go. Yeah, so mana regen is rather slow. Just like I thought. So my mana pool is more or less a thing of a day. So if my mana is used for today, I need to step back and heal up a bit. Alright, there's 2 brainless zombies left. We're going to Beretta them down, though. I feel like this is just a very decent zombie hunter. Yikes! So, I mean, these aren't nearly as scary as they sound, but they are among the first tier 2 zombies. So you should probably take them a wee bit more serious, so wow. There you have it, gunfire. Quite effective, but everybody knows that you're around. And these dudes, they're coming for me, so I'll take a slight little detour here. So we're going to shake off the easiest of these guys. And then we're going to get back, reload our gun, and wait for a couple of these. So, let's see. I want to take the dog down. So, there we go. Doggo down. That's among the most important things. He's the fastest of these guys, and he's doing a lot of damage. Alright. 2 tough zombies aren't exactly a walk in the park either. Oh, I took him down via bleeding afterwards. Nice. But they are at least equally fast, so they don't mess me up by being faster than the other and encircling me and the like. Whatever. Not that important. So we gotta be bandaging ourselves a bit. So there's a couple of very poor bandages there. Let's use the alcohol wipes where it does something for me. And let's just deconstruct that table. So can I actually create a... No, I can't. Okay. So yeah, another 2x sword, you know. Because the last crude sword just doesn't do it anymore. And here should be enough crap metal around. Alright, there we go. So my dude is thirsty. Well, let's see what I can do about that. Sadly, we still haven't managed to get the entirety of the sports field down there. Huh, look at that. That's what I've been looking for. My dude's thirsty, and those heaters there are just the best spot to go for fresh water. So, well, could be safe. There's even more water supply down there. Okay, now then. Get over here. Just trying to make myself familiar with the environment. Got a fresh sword. And there I thought I'd be just taking him down in time. Silly old me. Okay. Hop on in, fatty. Good boy. Fresh sword cuts best. Alrighty. So at some point they'll chow through the fences there. Always takes a while though. Here we go. I knew that at some point one of them would do what I expected them to do. There we go. So, come on, get on into the car. So, let's do it like that. This one thinks he's smart, but that doesn't help. There we go. So, only one dude left, and that's a brainless one. Gonna clip these by now. I really got enough ammo for these jobs, and I hated to be attacked by these guys. Jesus, there's an entire neighborhood here incoming. Wow. Okay, didn't expect so much commotion there, but we should be still fine. So, Feral first. Since ferals don't start biting me or anything, or any funky things like that, I usually don't mind them to get closer on me and stuff like that. So there's another fatty. Okay. I really hope that I'm clearing out the neighborhood there as well, because I could guess that a big portion of what I'm killing here is also the stuff that's been sitting on the street above the sports field, just getting attracted by the gunfire from me. So there's a pupating zombie crawler there. Just hope that I can get on in and kill him, but nah. These things go and make pop and spawn something disgusting. That's the short story of these. And they regenerate quite quickly, so if you want to take them down, you need to dump in a lot of damage. Some of my characters with weaker weapons actually had to use the shotgun to actually pierce through the regenerating capabilities of that thing. So we'll see about that in a moment. But first we'll have to escort this extremely wild and fierce zombie. Okay. Let's see how this will play out. So, but I think, as you see here, this thing just has bajillions of HP. But if you don't get close to them and slaughter them like I did here, they spawn a really nasty, fast flying bugger on you. And by the next occasion when they rise back up again, they'll just do that again. Because, you know, zombies. They don't really die, you know. They need a lot of convincement to do so. Okay, well there. I think we actually did it. The baseball field is mine now. I don't know why the hell I would want to have that, but I got this now. So yeah, just like I thought, most of the enemies there were the inhabitants of the park, and they all got attracted by the gunfire there. So I see a bunch of ferals around the corner there, somewhere around this place. So well, I think we're off fine here for now. This is a good spot, and we've taken down a lot of the enemies there, and I have now conquered this entire strip there. This is a nice thing. We're really making some decent progress there. But there's still lots of city to be cleansed, but I really dig how we're making progress so far. So guys, I'll be ending this episode for today here. We're just going to slash that dude here. And today's day is almost coming to an end, and my sword has broken down yet again. I really need to find an alternative to that quite soonish, but this is not going to be that easy. So, I guess it stays interesting in that regard, because we really need a useful alternative there to these swords. My combat style is extremely effective. The weapon is just what sucks outright. There's a duffel bag. I've been waiting for you. So friends, see you guys next time. Drop me your comments down below. I love hearing from you. And we're going to see where the adventures of our little hobo friend will go next time. So, see you there and have a good one. Bye-bye.